Foundation number 2, authority. Simply put, mid-funnel posts are posts where you want to establish authority and trust with your already existing audience by writing simple, nerdy, boring posts. Posts that portray your expertise and skills. And how do you do that? Well, simple. Just write about your work. Share results of your work. Share screenshots of your graphs and dashboards, or maybe demo products you've made. Share about bugs you've encountered, bugs you've solved, meetings you've had, problems you've solved, problems you caused. No need for memes, no need for videos, no need for fancy slides or infographics. Just demonstrate your expertise, skills, and domain knowledge with your already existing audience in the hopes of recruiters and clients picking up on you, remembering you, or even reaching out to you. That's it. And I often get asked, what do I write about when I don't have a finished project? I'm not a freelancer yet. What do I write about? And I always say, you're overcomplicating. You don't even need to have a finished project to write very good content on LinkedIn. In fact, I just shared 9 powerful hooks you can use for your posts, even if you don't have a finished project yet to write about. And I shared it in my free community, which also contains a free training called The 6-Figure Tech Freelancer, explaining how tech professionals can land their first high-paying freelance contract within 30 days, completely free, in my free community, free to join. Click the link for free. By the way, these mid-funnel posts will also help the LinkedIn algorithm to establish you as an authority figure within your domain or area of expertise, all based on the keywords you often use in your posts. So this will help you get pushed in the search results or in the feed of relevant people. Simply put, if you write a lot about data analytics, for example, your profile will pop up more often and easier to people looking to anything data analytics related. Exactly what you want from clients and recruiters looking for data analysts. And then the last foundation of boring posts is something what's called cognitive load. So you've probably been told, share as much value as you can in a post. And as a result, most people cram in too much information in a single post. But when a post is overloaded, it increases something called cognitive load. Basically, this means a reader has to focus a lot harder just for their mind to not drift off while reading. And that mental strain can make them click away or make them scroll further through their LinkedIn feed. And that's why teaching in a post is not about dumping in everything you know. It's about making key ideas stick. And the best boring posts do that in the following 3 ways. And the first is they just tell a lot of stories, because stories are easier to remember and easier to follow along and easier to teach something without spiking the cognitive load, because stories usually paint a mental visual picture in your mind. And once you create a visual in someone's mind, you don't need anything else. Then there is something that I call the rule of 3s. And it basically means people think they need to share as much detail as possible so it sticks better, but it works the other way around. Usually, people can only take away about 3 main lessons or 3 main keys in a post or video or whatever content they're consuming. So when you're writing a post and you think, how much information should I put into this post? Don't go over 3 main lessons. Now, this doesn't mean you can never go over 3 lessons in a post. The point is that you get into a habit of not providing too much information in a chapter, segment, paragraph, or post whenever you're writing content. And the last way to keep cognitive load low is to have a visual, a simple visual next to your text. Maybe a photo of you working, a clean screenshot, or maybe just a number you want to share. Nothing fancy, no complex graphs, no fancy slides that only overload the reader again. It's just something that accompanies and makes the text more digestible. Now, here's a little trick I have to help you determine whether your posts are actually spiking cognitive load or not. So I want you to go back and reread your last LinkedIn post and just focus on what your mind is doing as you're reading the post. Once you're reading the post and you start feeling like your mind is drifting off, or you have to reread a sentence twice or maybe a couple of times, that's probably a moment where you're spiking cognitive load. And if you're feeling it, your readers are probably feeling it 10 times more. So it's something you can do every time you write.